Hey, what is going on, everybody? ScottDogGaming here. Thank you very much for joining us. As you can see, we're about to start playing a new game. This game is called Project Hospital. It's a real interesting one. It's in early access at the moment. The devs are actively still working on it. It's a lot of fun, I will say that. I think Theme Hospital, 2-Point Hospital, however, this is maybe aimed slightly more at a serious note. The diseases are real, the illnesses are real, rather than the made-up ones that you got in 2-Point Hospital. That doesn't mean it's not fun. I have to say, I played this a little bit yesterday just to get to grips with some of the controls and stuff, and I really enjoyed it, and I'll show you why. We're going to do sandbox. I'm by no means an expert, so let's go and click on this one. Yeah, I'm by no means an expert, but I think this just gives us a good little look at what's going on. So we've got a car park over here. I'm guessing this is where an ambulance might stop. I've never seen that before. Sorry. So let's get started. The first thing we need to do is treat one patient, and to do that we need to open an emergency clinic. So we could open our emergency clinic over here and then have a separate little area for emergency ambulance patients and stuff, maybe? I don't know. Either way, we can come up here and we can build a foundation. Maybe if we build it here, that should take care of both of those needs. So if we start maybe here, what I want to do is do something like that, and we'll start with something like this, okay, and I'll show you why as we go. So if I come down here and click on this, we need a waiting room, a doctor's office. I think the only thing we actually really need is a doctor's office. These are things that they would recommend, but I think the only thing that we absolutely have to have is a doctor's office. If I'm honest with you, I can't really recall and find what these colours are, but that's what we're going to go with early on. We're going to build some walls. That's what we're going to do first of all. Now the walls are quite interesting. I don't know how to do the inside walls. So as you can see, we put these walls down. Like so. We can see that the inside walls are the same. I don't know how to change that. I don't know how to like paint these walls so they're a different color. I'm not sure how we do that. Anyway, this is our hospital. What I'm thinking is we can come in through the entrance here. We can have like a waiting room and reception area here, and then over here we can have our doctors. So the reason I did them this size is that over here we've got prefabbed rooms. Now I've shown you these couple of menus, but if we look at this, there's a huge amount of information and options in these rooms. If we click on this one, we can see that we've got prefab rooms. So a doctor's office here will fit into this space. So I'm going to quickly grab a couple of doctor's offices. Now, if I didn't do that, we could have gone in and we could have built the room by going down here, clicking doctor's office, and drawing one out ourselves. Now then we could have gone to this option here and placed the individual equipment that's in this room. So we would have had to have built all of this. It's good fun, but this layout is far more successful than anything I did. It's quite interesting because it will highlight what's important, what you need. So that's quite good. But what we're going to do is, instead of doing that here, we're going to build a restroom down here. Should we do it by the door? Doesn't seem like such a wise idea. Let's do something like that, I think, because I wonder if I can then go into this. We need some walls, so let's pick some of these walls, I think. Okay. And then if we go into here and click on this, as you can see, what it's telling us is we definitely need a WC in here. So I'm going to put 2 of those in, I think. Actually, before we do that, if I go in here and click on walls, there is like a divide. Okay, maybe let's try this. Don't know if this is wise, but we're probably going to have to turn this toilet around. Otherwise you have to somehow straddle it. Okay, let's just click back on here. We can put a toilet in here and a toilet in here. And if we go back to doors, we've got some individual doors here. Nice. And then we want, if we just click back on here, we want a hand dryer. And we want a couple of sinks. And then a trash bin underneath the hand dryer, why not? Let's get a couple of mirrors in here so you can have a look at yourself. And then we want a door. Nice. Okay, so this is our WC. I like it. And then I think we'll have our sort of waiting area here with our reception area here maybe. Don't know if this is going to be big enough, but if we go into this option down here and we choose reception, we could do something like this and have this whole area open up as our reception area. And then if we go into here, we can maybe put a... Don't know if this is going to be too small for people coming down here. It might well be. Let's do something like this. Don't know if we need more than one. Let's just go with one for now. Okay. One thing that I did notice that really annoys me actually is that there's no place for our patients to sit. So I'm going to put a couple of chairs in these rooms. Oh, does that mean that we can't now get on these tables? Oh, that's disappointing. Okay, let's... Oh no, I've got this poster and I didn't want it. Oh no. How can I stop picking up this poster? Let's just move the poster for now. So we can spin this chair around and have it here. And I think that's what we'll do. It's not ideal, but for now we'll just do that. Can I please pick up the poster? I can. Nice. Okay, so the posters are back in the right place. We were working on our reception desk. Let's get rid of this one. We'll have a corner one in. So just for now, we're just going to have one receptionist. All she needs is a PC, or he or she. We could potentially move this over here and have chairs out this way. But let's get some benches in here. No, we'll get rid of that one. The other thing that we can do in a reception area is get a, in the waiting room maybe it is, not the reception, an info TV. So if I spin this round, I think this will tell us when the doctors call us in. And hopefully, if I go and have a look at this, we've got not accessible for patients. Oh, we haven't got a door. So if I come, might help to have a door on the front of our hospital. Let's go with $200 for a sliding door. I like it. Let's get one of these in. Nice. Okay, so hopefully now we should see that we've got 2 doctor's offices, 1 restroom, 1 reception. We don't necessarily need a corridor, but I think I'm going to... Oh no. Oh no. That was bad. Okay, corridor. So let's put a corridor in here and in here. And then maybe up here. Let's give this room for something else in this corner. Possibly another doctor's office if we're really lucky, I don't know. Let's have a little look. Let's do it. Let's get another doctor's office in this area. We can extend our room out this way, but we can continue to go this way. So I think we're good. We've spent a reasonable amount of money, but not too much. So now we need some doctors. So what have we got? Hire staff. So as you can see, we can hire staff to put against each one of these doctor's offices. So at the moment, we've got James Lee. He's slow, but as you can see, he's highly rated. He's great at diagnosis. He can do acute medicine and general medicine. Long commute. This one's slow and has a long commute. This one's a scholar and has he works much faster, but isn't very good. But I think this is what we're going to go with first of all. So Kate Green is in. We're only going to go for 1 for now. And then we need a nurse to work on reception. So doesn't look like at this moment in time we've got any with the receptionist skill. So we're out of luck there. So what I might do short term, There is none. Unbelievable. What I might do short term is just go into here, click on this. Here is a queue machine. So I think we're just going to put one of these things in for now. So I think they should be able to use this instead. So I'm going to press play. We should see our doctors and nurses start to arrive. Let's just speed this up for a bit. I wish I knew how to get rid of these walls and paint them properly. Oh, our doctor's already in, so we don't need to worry. But hopefully we should see some patients start to arrive. Oh, hold on. We've got some flashing lights. Waiting room. Is that why you're upset? Guessing it's because we haven't got a waiting room. Okay. So we could potentially change that to a waiting room. Okay. So this is our waiting room. This is our reception. That's fine. That work better for you? Perfect. So you do have to have all of these from the looks of things. All of the green ones. That's fair enough. Okay. Let's go back to the mode, and we should now see some patients start to show up. So let's click on one. This is Jordan Baker. He's a 65-year-old teacher. He has 3 hidden symptoms, and the first thing we're going to do is interviewed by our doctor. If we had a receptionist, they'd get interviewed by a receptionist. However, if we look at this button here, we can click on it and we can say that we want to do the diagnosis. Up here we can see that he's got fast metabolism. We have no food in here, so he's not going to be particularly happy, but he's wandering into our surgery. And we can see from the path finding they take a shortcut across the grass, so maybe we'll want to put a path down. You press the little Q thing. He's number 1 and he has been called in by the doctor already. So I'm assuming he's about to get up and wander in this way. Let's have a little look at you as well. Okay. We'll have a look at you in a second. But here comes Jordan. So, good news is Jordan will wander into this room. So you can see our things have changed. We need to treat 1 patient and do 10 in a day if we want to get any further. So what we can see now is that Jordan's being interviewed by the doctor. He's got a bluish discoloration of their lips and skin. Okay, so what's happened is we've identified 1 symptom, and that means we've narrowed it down to a lot of things, because all we've got is 1 symptom. So we can then start doing a little bit more. We can take some blood pressure, we can have a look at a physical examination, so I think that's where we'll start. And maybe we'll take his temperature, and we'll see what we end up with after that. So doctor's going to ask him to sit on the bed and get undressed. I do like that actually some of the steps that they follow are paid out in the way that you would normally expect a doctor to do these things. So we're doing our physical exam. Are we going to uncover anything else? He's uninsured, and that's because if we look at our insurance thing, all we're getting is 10 uninsured patients a day. That's all we're going to get. And we need to treat all of them if we want to get to this. So we need more doctors. We probably need a nurse on reception. We probably need more rooms as well. But this is where we are at the moment. Okay, so we've uncovered a few more things. He's got hand pain, and he's got Raynaud's findings of the patient found classic symptoms suggestive of Raynaud's disease. Okay, so we are our doctor is 100% sure that it's this. Okay, causes numbness and coldness of the hand, fingers and toes. Response to cold temperature outdoors. It's recommending that we treat it with vasodilators, so we can do that. So we're going to come over here. We're going to type away on our computer and print a prescription. I like this. I like that the doctor, at no point when they're talking to him in the interview, looks at them. They just stand there. I don't know what this means. Okay, so we're writing our prescription out. And there we go. We're going to hand that over to him. Can we send him home? No, we haven't. We haven't given him everything, so I'm guessing we need to give him some painkillers as well. Analgesics. I'm assuming that's just painkillers. One thing we want to do, just while we're here, is actually find it. If I can find it, where is it? There isn't a search option on here. If I just click on here and come over to this. Can I? I can only move the whole desk. Well, this is quite annoying. I was hoping I'd be able to... I really wanted to get rid of the... oh, wow, we deleted half the desk. Really wanted to get rid of the paper tray and put in a printer. But I don't think I can, unfortunately. Yeah, it's kind of one thing or the other. So let's just remove this. I love the fact that half the desk disappears. Okay, let's get the... Oh, I'm moving a poster. Let's get the PC in, and let's get a printer. It means that they work quicker. Because she's writing out prescriptions by hand, we can print them out. Okay, so Jordan, are you happy now? Can I send you home? Oh, crap. Stop going home. Stop. No, come back. Shit, I sent him home untreated because I hadn't selected the diagnosis. I'm an idiot. God damn it. Okay. So that means we didn't actually treat a patient. Even though we found out what was wrong with him and we gave him some prescriptions, we didn't actually tell him what was wrong with him. It's the first patient of the day. It's a difficult one. Okay, so Dana Hall. We'll do this one. She's got some itching. We know that she's got itching. We don't know where that itching is. Let's do a physical examination and do a skin allergy test. See if we can figure out what this is. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick look at staff and see if we can find another doctor who looks good to us. These ones all are slow and have to commute from miles away, so I think we're going to give them a miss. We'll just stick with one doctor for now, and we'll see if we can figure out the illness of Dana here. See if we can figure that out for her. And actually tell her what's wrong with her before we send her home. I'm such an idiot. Right. Okay. So we've got 70 grand in the bank, so it's not too bad. Can't believe we sent our first patient home untreated, but with medication. What an idiot. Okay, so we're doing our physical exam. And this is the bit I really like. The fact that you can take a step back from the building side and the running hospital side and just focus on a doctor. What I'd really like to see in here is like a career as a doctor mode where everything else, the hospital's kind of expanding around you, but you're working as a doctor and you can work in different departments, you know, and that sort of thing. So we've got nail discoloration. We know it's athlete's foot. We don't need to do the skin allergy test. So let's give you this. If we hover over athlete's foot, it'll tell us that we need antifungal ointment. So we'll give you this. Lotion, cream, pointer, ointment. Patient foot treatment, various diseases and symptoms. I think we only need to give you this and then we can send you home. I don't think we need to give you anything else. This stuff we can kind of give to help alleviate other symptoms of it, like the itching and stuff, I think. But realistically, you put the ointment on, your athlete's foot's going to go away. And this time around, we can actually treat you. Okay. So we are finally going to get our first patient treated. And I think we're going to need to think about expanding the hospital because we need an X-ray thing. So we could put another wall in here and have like a corridor going out, which might not be the worst option. This is really annoying to me. How I don't know how you change the thing. Okay, there you go. There's your prescription. Okay, so we can send her home. That's turned green. There we go. Now we can go to open insurance and we can take the next thing, which is actually more insurance. So bonus objectives, treat 10 patients a day and build and hire staff for a stat lab. Okay, so they're the things that we need to do. Stat lab is in here and is 4x4 is the minimum room size. So I don't think that we necessarily... Let's just see how big this area here is. It's only 3, okay. Let's go to foundations. And let's build out this bit here. Okay. So I wonder, there's no rotate unfortunately, and the doors don't disappear, which is a bit of a pain. But I wonder if we could say prefab, stat lab, wowzer. This is not 4x4. Look at the size of it. It's huge. Where's the door on this thing? Over there. So this is ginormous. Let's build our own. You know, let's just do it ourselves. So let's have this wall come down here, come along here. We haven't put any windows in, is the other thing. Okay. So I don't really know exactly what we need in the stat lab, but we're going to do it. What if we did this down here? Like that. Okay. Missing equipment, not accessible, missing staff. So if I click on this, it will tell us what we need. We need a biohazard bin. We need glassware. We need some tables, I think. Need some glassware. One of these. We need a lab shelf. We need a lab sink. Whoa, look at this thing. I mean, I could put this right in the middle of the room, but I won't. I need a microscope. And we need a PC. And some simple storage. Okay, sample storage, not simple storage. Lab analyzer. Nice, we'll have one of those. What's this thing? We need more room. We need more room. Let's get another lab desk in here. We need a PC. And let's get... Oh, there's loads of things. What are these things? Oh, we needed a printer. God damn it. The weird thing is how you can't remove like an item off this. What if we put this over here? Spin this around this way. Bring you back over here. There you go. I mean, it's not the prettiest of labs, I'll give you that. What happened to the room? Oh, I see. We need a wall. Is there like a glass wall? That'd be pretty cool. There must be a glass wall. Don't use. Okay, fine. We won't use that one. I thought there must be like a glass window wall. Okay. Can we put one of these in across here? No, okay. Okay, fine. Let's have one of these come down here like so. We need a door. I don't know if that says restricted on the other side or not. I couldn't turn it around, so... And we need a member of staff. This is probably not the best lab, but it's just to get started. We need to hire a technologist. So, biochemistry. What have we got? Slow, tough to get to work, hard worker. Okay, we're going to go with you. Oh, we can't get to it. I see. Let's just pause this for a second and let's remove a wall or two. There we go. So hopefully now you can... I can assign a workspace to you, I think, somehow. There we go. Okay, we built the stat lab. We get a bit of cash for it. He's coming back to work. She's going home. Perfect. We got there eventually. So we've got this little area here that we can put something else in. I don't know what, but we can put something else in this area. Doctor's going to the loo. He's in. He's just standing around. Does that mean he can't get to his desk? Is that what this is? Is that the problem? We'll get someone to take some blood. Let's have a little look at you. Controlled by me. 6 hidden symptoms. Let's see what they are. Okay. Is there new nurses by any chance? No, we've still not got any with the receptionist trait. Okay, fine. I do like this little one, so it calls the next person up. Who's the next person? One of you needs to get up. Okay, here he comes. Peter Hill. He is our next patient. So we're going to do the interview and see if we can uncover some of these symptoms and treat him. We'll just treat this one last one and then we'll call it the end of episode 1. But I have to say, just this bit I find really interesting. The hospital's a bit of a mess as it is at the moment. But, okay, so this person's got a leg injury. So we might struggle with this one because we haven't got an X-ray. So we know that he's got a leg injury. We know that he's got limited motion of his leg. So by doing a physical, we'll be able to find out a little bit more. But as you can see here, we're not going to know. I don't know how you can't tell if it's a fracture of the difference between the femur and the tibia and fibula. But you know, I think we'll have to hope that our physical uncovers a little bit more. If not, we've got problems. And what we'll need is an X-ray. So Peter Hill, let's see if we can get Peter Hill treated. Okay, did we uncover anything else? No, oh no, we did. Okay, so he's got pain, he's got tenderness, he's got a bruise, but that didn't help us narrow it down. As you can see, we still don't know. All of these are 20%. Could be any of them. We slightly think it's going to be a contusion more than anything else. But what we're going to do is put a cut in the episodes here, and then we're going to build an X-ray room and see if we can continue with this. Thanks very much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, follow us on Twitter at ScottDogGaming. See you again soon.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars,